What's good? This is your boy Reggie Artiste, and you are tuned in to Reggie Artiste TV. If you hear the game in the background, don't mind. I'm trying to keep up with the score, so yeah, forgive me. Nonetheless, we're gonna keep this thing moving. Tonight on The Crown and Throne, we are gonna talk about my beloved, our beloved, R&B's beloved, Stack Queen. I guess we're gonna call her the Stack and Harmony Queen. Tweet. Charlene Tweet Keys. I've always been a fan for many, many, many years. And so, yeah, that's what we're gonna get into tonight. We're gonna get into some of her discography. We're gonna talk about some of her career. We're gonna get into some things. This isn't gonna be a really long, outdrawn video. Nonetheless, I am going to give my flowers to my girl tonight, today, whenever you watch it. So let's keep it going. So Tweet is an artist that I really relate to, vibe with. You know what I'm saying? She has a similar story when it comes down to mental health and suicidal thoughts and things of that nature. I really identified with her. I didn't know that that's what I was identifying with before I heard her full story. But now that I know that that is what she had going on at the time that she had the biggest break of her life, I understand her a lot more, or a little bit more. And I am such a huge Tweet fan. I think that she is the most gorgeous woman, the most gorgeous chocolate woman, just beautiful inside and out. And I got a chance to see Tweet live. She sounds just as good live as she does on CD. Like, I'm so blessed that I got that chance. And people who know how big of a Tweet fan that I am, they knew that that was a very big deal for me. Her music has taken me through a lot of dark times in my life, like a lot of the music has, like a lot of Aaliyah and SWV's music and Nicki Minaj's music and Beyonce's music and Jagged Edge. Just so many people that I can name. You know, there's so many memories that are tied to good music and good memories and bad memories and just life all in general. In hindsight, I just want to still show Tweet some love outside of whatever personal hurdles that she had to jump over. Musically, she is a genius. All of her stacks and her harmonies and her runs and just her vocal capabilities, period. And it proves itself because so many artists have had Tweet to sing backup vocals and to do harmonies and to make arrangements. Some of the greatest. I mean, Solange Knowles, Jasmine Sullivan, Missy Elliott, Monica, 702, I think Carrie Hilson. So many artists. The list can go on. The Clark sisters. I mean, Tweet is that girl. Lil Mo. And even Lil Mo stated how Tweet, so many people try to do their runs and harmonies like her, but they just can't do it because Tweet is one of a kind, and that's why these other R&B artists go get Tweet, so that she could do the stacks and she could do the harmonies and she could do the backups because they can't do it. Nonetheless, I want to get into Southern Hummingbird. I know that in my last video of The Throne and Crown, or The Crown and Throne, excuse me. I know in my last The Crown and Throne that I didn't really get into the discography of Emile, but I just wanted to talk more so about how underappreciated she was. So I didn't get into that, but we're going to get into Southern Hummingbird. That is one of my favorite albums, period. She has some gems on there. We're not even going to just talk about the singles because Call Me and Oops Oh My, those are classics that is going to get the party jumping and is going to get the bodies moving and going to get the people to dancing every time they come on. Like, especially Oops Oh My, it's just that type of classic. That's just what it does for the people. So, she had that. She had Complain. Complain was one of my favorite songs. So many favorites off that album. Motel. You know, we all know we saw something that we saw, and the motherfucker tried to tell us we didn't see what we saw, but we know we saw what we saw. You know, so many songs, and my all-time favorite, Tweet song, period, Always Will. Don't matter where you are in the country, you gonna always love me. I bet you always will. And I love that song. It was deep. It had meaning. It had substance. It had a message. You know, it had what a lot of this music is lacking in today's time. And then Tweet can play multiple instruments. The guitar, the harp, a lot of string instruments. Nonetheless, she can play them. And she's a phenomenal writer. And Southern Hummingbird is one of the greatest R&B albums of all time. Hands down. That's no dispute. Or that's not up for debate or up for dispute, anything. There's no rebuttal that you could provide me that is going to be legit enough for me to agree with you when you say that it's not one of the greatest R&B albums of all time. Then we want to talk about her second album. I loved Tweet's second album. Turn the Lights Off. It wasn't my favorite song, but I loved it. Now It's Me Again. It had so many songs on there. First of all, Small Change. I played Small Change so much over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That song spoke to me because it's just like, your worth ain't shit. You ain't worth nothing. And I'm going through so much to try to be with you and try to make this work, and you ain't even fucking worth it. Your worth is less than small fucking change. Like, you're not worth it. Then we got other songs like Sports, Sex, and Food. I feel like Tweet makes the type of music that Adele, at that time when she put that album out, Tweet was making the type of music that Adele makes. And I hate that the black community will give Adele so much credit and so much props and so much encouragement and so much uplifting when she's not even a part of their community, for a black voice that would never get credit if it came out of an actual black body. And this is no discredit from Adele. I love a lot of Adele's music. I think that she is a great singer. I think that she's a great writer. I have a lot of great things to say about Adele. Nonetheless, that does not take away from what I'm saying right the fuck now. What the fuck I'm saying is, white artists get credit for doing shit that black people do in their fucking sleep. And it's annoying. Because Tweet has so many songs that Adele absolutely would have recorded. And Sports, Sex, and Food is one of them. I don't understand why that song did not get pushed out by the label. But again, record labels and the A&Rs who are with them are pretty stupid. And they don't always pick good songs. They pick a lot of flops, and then they try to say that the artist isn't doing a good job when you pick bullshit ass songs to release as singles. Nonetheless, moving right the fuck along, she had that. My all-time favorite song on It's Me Again is Cab Ride. I don't know why I had to search for that, but my mind is like a bank of music. I have to search for titles sometimes. Nonetheless, Cab Ride, that song is so special to me. I have so many special memories tied to that. And she took me to church on that song, especially on the bridge. She sung her ass off. The vocals were definitely brought in traditional Tweet fashion because she sung her ass off. You know, that is how I feel about that album. Now, Charlene, there were a couple of songs that I liked on there, but Charlene wasn't really one of my favorite tracks. Albums by Tweet. Y'all know I be drinking, whatever. Nonetheless, I don't really know much about that album, But her first two albums, most definitely. And the work that she did on A Seat at the Table with Solange. If you don't know, Tweet sung backup vocals and contributed arrangements for the whole album. So if you go back and listen, you'll be able to hear Tweet on almost every song. And even in some of the ad-libs. So go back. So her first two albums, her work on A Seat at the Table, you know, her work that she's done with Missy as a writer, and just on other tracks that she's done. You know, that's what I'm talking about with R. Kelly and Missy. That's one of my favorite tracks. I love Takeaway. She added something. Her and Mila definitely brought a similar vibe, but Tweet just took it to another place for me. She emotionally. She's very underappreciated, and I think it's time that we give her her flowers. And I understand that she does all of this work behind the scenes and she's comfortable with it being behind the scenes because the limelight is not something that she wants. But I just wish that on a public grand scale that she received more of her flowers for the shit that she does. Her career should have been in a whole completely different place. And I blame Elektra and Mona and Yandy and whoever else was a part of management at Elektra at that time when Tweet was there. I do. Because y'all mishandled her. Y'all mismanaged her. She was not put in the places that she needed to be put in. She was given a great opportunity, but for the talent that she is, y'all could have done so much fucking more. And that's just my fucking personal opinion. Oh well. Nonetheless, she's very beautiful, inside and out, in person, and on picture. I love everything about her. And some of my favorite tracks also. Y'all gotta listen to My Dare featuring T.I. Now, I later on learned that it was a demo that she did featuring T.I. for Sierra because Sierra ended up taking the song. But this is no disrespect to Sierra, but we know that vocally they are not on the same page, same level, same sentence. None of that. None of that. None of that ever in a million years. Sierra does what she does, and that's cool, and she can do what she do, and it's appreciated where it's appreciated. But the demo version of Tweet's version of My Dear featuring T.I. is shitting. And 10 times it's just like, it's on another level, and I love it. The vocal abilities, the runs, and how effortless it was. Y'all gotta go play that track. And listen to Love Again. That's another unreleased track. I feel like that should have been on Charlene. But whatever, it didn't make it. To be like an official song. Go listen to that. That is the epitome of who Tweet is. If you listen to Love Again by Tweet, that is the epitome of who she is vocally. The smoothness, the richness in her tone. It's calm, it's soothing, it's nurturing. Her voice and her vocal abilities are like a nurturing grandmother who loves you and who will do anything for you and who's gonna ride for you right or wrong, and you just feel safe and you feel comfortable and you feel wanted and appreciated and loved. That's what the fuck her voice is, and I love it. I just wish that she got more credit. Nonetheless, Tweet, I got so much love for you. If you ever see this. And anybody that got love for Tweet, tell me what your favorite songs are in the comments. Please like, share, and comment. And tell me what your favorite songs are, like I said. And tell me what you like about Tweet. And give me your input. Have a good one. Peace.